Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, welcome everyone for the Gita course. Last few sessions, if I'm not wrong, today is the second last session, and there'll be a finale after 2 weeks, the Shiksha ceremony. So, since we have two sessions today and the next Sunday, I'll try my best to cover whatever possible. And obviously, the course is already done. These are bonus sessions. But then, whatever will help us to progress on the path of bhakti, to get conviction in Krishna, I'll try to speak that in today's session and tomorrow's session. So, today is, anyways, the discussion on karma in depth, part 2. So, before we enter into the topic, let's recite prayers. Please repeat after me. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuronmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yatkripatam vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. So today we'll discuss Karma in Depth Part 2, and tomorrow is a very auspicious day, Nirjala Ekadashi, so I'll try to speak something on that. And also I would like to do some announcements. What next for next 2 weeks? What are the things that are lined up? So let's start with today's session. So we are discussing Bhagavad Gita, the most amazing scripture which any fortunate person can get in his life. And we dedicate this presentation to A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Can you imagine such difficult concepts of life? Prabhupada has made it so simple in his Bhaktivedanta purports in all his books. And not just telling the concepts of life, he's also giving the solutions to the problems that we are facing in our day-to-day life. Very nicely it is sung. Jadi Prabhupada na hoito, tabe ki hoito, jivana bahita keshe. So this particular song, it says, if Prabhupada wouldn't have been there, what would have happened to me? What would have happened to this human form of life that I have got? So all glories to Srila Prabhupada. We pay repeated obeisances to Srila Prabhupada. And we seek his blessings to progress on the path of bhakti and finally attain the ultimate destination, that is Lord Sri Krishna. So we have discussed these things in the previous session. We discussed about what is karma basically on two levels. On the material platform, there is something called as punya that we do, and papa. Punya is all the good activities, and papa is all the bad activities. And how do we understand good or bad? If it is in accordance with Shastra, it is good. If it is against Shastra, it is bad. But both are actually papa, because if we have any of it, punya or papa, we have to take birth again in this material world. So there is no point, in having this. But then we have to do some activities. So what are we supposed to do? Do it for the pleasure of Krishna. So when you do it for the pleasure of Krishna, it becomes akarma or bhakti karma, and that doesn't have any reactions. This is a very, very important slide, that we saw last time, and we had a very elaborate discussion also on this. And we also saw the effects of karma, that there are 84 lakh species. And according to the activities that we do in the current life, we are actually deciding the next body. Sometimes, people curse each other saying, I don't know why I took birth in this family. Oh, but it's your karma, so you took birth in that family. Simple. And sometimes the spouses, they fight with each other. I don't know why I got married to you. Simple, it's all karma. What else? So this is the funda of karma that we saw. And the most important concept that we saw last time was this chart. If someone can understand this chart, then that person can actually get a lot of conviction in bhakti, and that person will understand that why I'm getting some sinful desires at times. So we said that when we do any sinful action, the reaction of that is stored as a prarabdha, unmanifested reaction. This is stored in our karma bank. It is there. And then when it has to manifest, so part of it manifests, and that is called as prarabdha, manifested reaction. And last time we gave the example of we taking birth in certain family at a certain time in a certain situation. A person, when he dies, when he's supposed to die, which place he's supposed to die, number of breaths the person takes, number of grains the person eats, the money that he earns, etc., etc. These are some of the junctions in life, which are already decided. So that is prarabdha or manifested reaction. Now many times all of us have got certain types of bodies. Some of us are tall, some of us are short, some of us are dark in complexion, some of us are fair in complexion. So all this is what it's all our karma. That's it, nothing else. There is no question of changing our body now. So it's prarabdha karma. It's fixed. It is fixed. And it is so unfortunate that people want to change, their body. They want to change their complexion. They want to change whatever they have. Why to change? It's given, but it's like it's given by the Lord. Just accept it and just move on. But then, since the people don't know the knowledge from Gita, what to do? They have this problem. So this is prarabdha karma. This is fixed. You cannot change. Now in this life, we cannot change. Now only at the time of death, when we change the body, maybe we'll have another set of prarabdha karma for the next life. So that is phala. Prarabdha karma is all that reaction that has manifested, and phala is whatever we have currently in our life. Now the another side of this is a very, very important thing. That is kutam bijam. Kutam means the sinful tendency that is there in our heart, and bijam is that tendency which will manifest into sinful desire. So last time I gave the example of a drunkard. Let me give a different example today. Like for example, we see that right from childhood, some kids are very much inclined, towards sensual things. Very much inclined. They become psychologically mature very fast, especially when it comes to understanding about the adult aspects. Why? In the past life, they have been very much sexually inclined, and then in this life, the tendency is still there. And without their notice, the tendency manifests. And when actual maturity comes of the body, that manifests in the form of a desire. And then you will see these various manifestations of teenage pregnancies, of having affairs at teenage, not even cross 20. Not even the person is having mustache and beard, and he gets into all this. How come? Because of this, very, very clear. This is kutam. The sinful tendency was there, and then at the right time, in the right situation, it will manifest as bijam, that is desire. And when the desire becomes very strong, the person will actually commit sin. So this is a very important chart. And we also concluded that if someone is practicing bhakti intensely, doesn't matter aprarabdha, kutam, bijam, prarabdha also, all that can be burnt. It's almost like roasting the seeds or frying the seeds. It will not germinate. It will not sprout. So anyone who practices bhakti very nicely, intensely, such a person will be able to burn all this to ashes. So this was the recap. So let's see what we have for today. So this is a very important lesson that we'll be discussing today, leading a responsible life. After understanding all this, now we need to understand more intricate details of life so that now we don't get bewildered by various things. So this one, a very important shloka from Iso Upanishad, it says, Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat ena tyaktena bhunjita magridah kasya svidanam. So this particular shloka, it says that Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. So everything that we are seeing in this world, be it animate or inanimate, that is controlled. That is controlled and it is owned. By whom? By Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. And tena tyaktena bhunjita magrida kasya svidanam. So all of us have been given our own quota. Hmm. All of us. All of us have been given our own quota. And that quota manifests. That quota manifests according to our prarabdha. Hmm. But now the problem is people don't understand that I have to just use my quota and not to conquer or encroach upon others' quota. This is a very important point. Hmm. When we don't understand this, all the problems will come, the envious nature and harming others, pulling others down. Because we don't understand the subtler thing those are happening. What we feel is whatever I do, that will only manifest. If I work hard, if I do whatever in the form of actions, I'll be able to conquer anything and everything in this world. This is the greatest illusion that people have. They don't understand the intense actions those are happening in the background in the form of our prarabdha karma or beat the material nature in the three modes of material nature. So these people don't understand. People feel yes, whatever I do, I'll be able to achieve it. And all thanks to all the motivational speakers. Yes, you can do it. Give your 100%. This and that. This is so funny. Whenever we hear some motivational talk, you can do it. You have it in you. Give your 100%. And it's not that. That particular statement is okay. We have to give 100%. But then the hope that is given in such talks that yes, you will get it. No, that's not proper. We will get it or not. No, that is decided by our prarabdha karma. It's already decided. Yes. So the point is that we need to understand whatever quota is given to me, that's what I'm supposed to use. And not to encroach on others' property. If we do that, we'll be the most unfortunate ones. Why? Because we'll not be able to encroach on others' property. Even if we do that and exploit, we will have to get lots and lots and lots of sinful reactions for that, and we have to suffer for it like anything. So this has to be accepted. This has to be understood very nicely. So this is a very important principle for leading a responsible life. So how are we earning? Am I earning in a very nice, bona fide, authentic way or not? Because every penny that I'm earning, if it is coming by a sinful way, I have to suffer for it like anything. Many times people ask this question, oh, there are so many big people who are earning in a very wrong way. That's okay. Let them do whatever they want. They want to suffer like anything in the hell, forever. Forever means many thousands of years. So let's not get into that. People feel that, okay, everyone is doing, let me also do. No, everyone is doing an irresponsible life. They're leading an irresponsible life, so I cannot lead an irresponsible life. Krishna has given us intelligence. For what? To understand how to lead a responsible life. And that's what Bhagavad Gita talks about. We read Bhagavad Gita, we'll find so many principles that Krishna is telling. If someone can apply at least few principles in life, it will be glorious. That person can lead a responsible life. And one such shloka is this, where it talks about one should just make sure that he takes care of his quota and not encroach on others. And the best thing that we need to understand here is that everything in this world belongs to Lord, including ourselves. If everything belongs to the Lord, this is an important point. If everything belongs to Lord, including myself, then it's my responsibility to use everything in service of the Lord, and that is called bhakti. Many times people say, is bhakti optional? It's okay, I'll not do it. How does it matter? No, it matters. Bhakti is mandatory. And what is bhakti? Utilizing everything in service of Krishna. Whatever we have, utilizing that in service of Krishna. Why? Because everything belongs to Krishna. Simple. So bhakti is not optional. Bhakti is mandatory. Everyone has to do bhakti to Lord Sri Krishna. not to any other personality, because everything belongs to only Krishna, not to any other personality. Yes. So in this way, we understand that everything in this world, including ourselves, our family members, all our possessions, everything belongs to Krishna, and it should be utilized in service of Krishna if we want to lead a responsible life. Now, the next thing that we can discuss here is that service means as Lord likes, not as we like. So here it's very clearly given that there are different laws. Those are there in this material world. Similarly, in the universal administration that is given by Lord Sri Krishna, so even all that has got specific set of laws. So those specific set of laws actually govern this entire universal administration that is going on. Just imagine if a small country like India has got a government and then it has got so much of laws and administration and whatever. So just imagine the universal administration of the entire universe, not just one universe, there's so many universes. So how complicated it will be and how flawless it will be now on that level, because it is governed by Krishna himself. So now one thing that we need to understand is that we have to follow these laws. Now, many times people say, no, no, I don't believe in this. Who cares for your belief? You don't believe, that's your problem. Who cares for your belief? Because here our beliefs are not given importance. Like suppose, I always give this example. No, I park my car in the non-parking zone and I see at the non-parking board and I say, I don't believe in this. So just imagine the cops come and they want to take away, tow your vehicle. And then you're saying, no, no, I don't believe in this no parking board. So the cops will say, who cares for your no parking? Who cares for your belief in no parking board? It is given, it has to be implemented. So like now in the lockdown that is going on, so all the shops are shut, and if someone opens the shop and they say that no, no, I don't believe in all this lockdown and other things, nothing. The person will put behind bars. Similarly, same thing happens even when it comes to our day-to-day life, universal administration that is going on. So laws is set forth now by the Lord, and why these laws are important? Why? So that we elevate our consciousness, so that we break the cycle of birth and death. So see, Krishna has made all the arrangements possible, so that we break the cycle of birth and death, attain the ultimate perfection. So these laws are very, very important. If we just follow these laws as it is given by the Lord, what happens? We'll get purified first. We'll get purified. Second, we'll get attached to Krishna. Third, we'll break the cycle of birth and death. So this point is very, very important to understand. These laws are not meant to keep people under control and then get sadistic pleasure or something like that. No, it is meant only and only and only for the benefit of all of us. And it is very clearly seen also. When anyone follows the rules and regulations given in Shastra as set forth by Lord Sri Krishna, they're living a very, very happy and peaceful and blissful, satisfied life. And we have to serve the Lord the way He has told us to serve, because our mind is contaminated. We cannot ask our mind, tell me how to serve the Lord. It will always give some contaminated results, contaminated opinions. So whenever people say that according to my opinion, I guess it should be like this. According to my opinion, it shouldn't be like this, it should be like this. We should understand that our opinions and our guess doesn't matter because we are imperfect. So what are we supposed to do? Ask Krishna, oh Krishna, according to you, what is the right thing? Please tell me. And where has Krishna spoken all this? Bhagavad Gita, that's what we are discussing, Gita course. So that's what Krishna has spoken in the entire Bhagavad Gita. So if we just apply the principles that is given by the Lord, automatically we can progress very, very nicely. There is no question of not progressing. Even when it comes to doing some vrata, many times people fast on Monday, Saturday, Thursday, something people will fast whenever they want to fast. Yes. Who has told us to fast? No, I heard that person is fasting, so I'll also fast. Oh, which Shastra is talking about it? Okay, you're fasting on so and so day. Where is it given? Is it given somewhere or is it just the mental concoction? And then people have a particular way, the way they worship at home, whatever. So who has actually taught the way of worshipping? My parents. Okay, who taught them? Or their parents. Who taught them? Is there any scriptural reference for this? or we are just doing whimsical, whatever we want. Open the altar, lit the lamp once in a while. It's almost like doing a favor to Lord. See, today I opened the altar, I've lit the lamp. Oh, you have to do this for me. If you don't do it, no, I'll keep the altar closed forever. As if it's really going to matter, to Lord. So who has told us to do all this? We have to ask question. Whenever we do any spiritual activity, we should ask that where is it given? Who has told me to do this? Have I got this instruction from Krishna? Have I got this instruction from the bona fide representative of Krishna, that is Sri Guru? So this is the question that we have to ask. And if we are just following Shastra that is given by Krishna and spoken by Sri Guru, automatically we'll progress very, very nicely in Krishna consciousness. Many times people ask me this question, Prabhu, why is it that in this age of Kali, especially in India, which is rich in culture, why are they not able to follow? Why are they not able to follow our Sanatan Dharma properly? Why is it that people are losing faith in our Vedic scriptures, faith in our culture? You see how degraded we have become in our activities, in our day-to-day life. You see how the festivals we are celebrating nowadays. Any festival you take up, there will be some concoction there. I was giving the example of Ganesh Chaturthi the other day. When Lord Ganesha is got, to the pandal, and when he's taken back, for Nimarjan, such filthy songs will be played, and people are drunk and they're dancing in front of the Lord, and he'll be thinking, why are you people torturing me like this? Please allow me to be wherever I am. Why are you inviting me also? And then it was really shocking. I had gone for book distribution. That was before lockdown, 2019 maybe. So I had gone for book distribution. It was Vaikuntha Ekadashi, pretty famous in South India. It's that basically Gita Jayanti day, the day when Lord Krishna spoke Gita. That is celebrated in South as Vaikuntha Ekadashi. So what do we do on Vaikuntha Ekadashi? Is we volunteers, we go and we set up a stall early in the morning in some Krishna temple or Balaji temple or some Vishnu Tattva temple. And then full day we are there till night, till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, we are there distributing books. So in one place, we had set up a bookstall. Early in the morning, we set it up a bookstall, and people are coming, and all pious people are taking books. They're talking to us, understanding what is Gita and so on and so forth. And as soon as the sun set, it was evening time, we saw there was a big stage that was getting ready. And we were like wondering, oh, what's going to happen here? Maybe some shloka recitation, some nice bhajans will happen and things like that. And we would ask, because the crowd that was coming to the temple was very, very less. People are coming like in 1 hour, 10 people were coming. So we were like wondering, what's wrong? Today is Vaikuntha Ekadashi, people should come. So we were asking the villagers nearby. They were saying that no, at night, many, many people will come, and we all were waiting. Me and 2 more devotees with me. And then the big pandal was set up, and big speakers were put, and music started, devotional music started. And after that, in a van, there came some few ladies, and they're half nude. And you know what? Dance started on the stage, and the songs those are played. Oh, it was like even Krishna would commit suicide looking at those songs. That was the songs those were played there. Yes. And I was literally wondering, what are we doing now? What sort of culture is going on now? It's all Western. Even Vaikuntha Ekadashi was celebrated like this, and we were shocked. And many villagers came at that time. They all were sitting, and then they were watching all the nonsense. So here was the stage, and just besides was the temple. So the point that I'm trying to make is why all these things are happening. Because we are not following Shastra. We are not following Bhagavad Gita. We are not following Bhagavatam. Because of this, all this is happening. If we don't know the background of what we are doing, how can we do it with conviction? When I took this deity worship seminar for 3 days, so many devotees were so happy. Why? Not because they got to know the procedure. Many of you might be already doing it. But when we get to understand the science behind it, and when we do it, because it is given in Shastra, when we show the Shastric reference, and when we understand it, when we do it, we get a lot of conviction and faith. So when I would put this tilak in my initial days, so my grandmother would say, why such a long tilak? You put little, no. But then, where is it given? That little thing, where it is given? Now, is it given in Shastra or not? It's a question. So in this way, every single thing that we do in our life, if we just consult Shastra, our life will be very, very blissful. We will enrich our inner strength, our inner confidence in the process first. Second, anyone who associates with us, they will get that conviction and determination to follow what we're doing. And the entire culture, that we have, the spiritual culture, that will be retained back in India. Or else forget it. The way it is going, the way it is degrading now, it will, if it just continues degrading like this, then there's no hope. There's no hope. Right? So at least we students of Gita, we have to be very, very determined. Come what may, I have to follow what is given in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, it will take some time. It might be a bit difficult. It's okay. What's the problem? I want to follow. I will follow. Whatever it is. Right? So if this mood is there, trust me, even if we are not capable, many times people say, Prabhuji, how can I do? No, I'm not capable of doing this. So even if we are not capable, but if still we have this determination, Krishna will empower us to do it. Please mind my words. Krishna will empower us to do it. We don't have any strength. Krishna will empower us to execute what he has told in Bhagavad Gita, what he has spoken in Bhagavad Gita. Right? So in this way, we understand that following scriptures is very, very important. Very, very important. And especially when it comes to Bhagavad Gita, very, very important. Right? So when we understand the scriptures very nicely, then we can lead a very, very responsible life. But then now there'll be a question. No, Krishna says 1866, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja. Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Masucha. Krishna is saying that now forget about everything else, just surrender unto me. But then how can I surrender? I'm still not qualified. What should I do? And Krishna very, very mercifully speaks in Bhagavad Gita. He speaks such wonderful things. If see anyone reads Bhagavad Gita with attention and affection for the Lord, you'll be actually in tears. Let me tell you how. Krishna is actually lowering his level one after another. Please read the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, you'll understand. Anyways, I'm going to speak something now from 12th chapter. The first thing that Krishna tells in the 12th chapter, how he wants the devotional service to be done. He says that become fully absorbed in me. All the time, become fully absorbed in me. Savai mana Krishna padara vindayor. Always meditate on my lotus feet, or get fully absorbed in me. In the thoughts of me. This is what Krishna is saying. Now we will tell, no, Krishna, how is it possible? No, I have to go to office, I have to work there, I have to write a code at home, I have to cook, and then my kids are there in this lockdown. They're not studying because of the current online classes. I have to study first, and then I have to teach them. And in all this, how can I get absorbed in you, Krishna? Not possible. Krishna is like, "Theek hai, chalo, I understand you." So next thing that you can do is, if you cannot be absorbed in me, at least practice to be absorbed in me. At least that much you can do. Yes, early morning you get up, chant few rounds, and then read Bhagavad Gita, hear Bhagavad Gita, accept prasadam. At least these things you can do. You're like, no, Krishna, see, it's a bit difficult. Please understand, I sleep late. My kids don't allow me to sleep. And if my kids are allowing, my boss doesn't allow me to sleep. Suddenly he'll call and then he'll say, no, this has to be released to get this particular thing done. And even if no problems are there, then there'll be some fight at home. I cannot sleep early and cannot get up early. How can I chant, oh Krishna? And who has time to read? Who has time to read Bhagavad Gita in this age? Come on, tell me, who has time? I have to watch TV, I have to go do gossip, I have to attend kitty parties, I have to go to this party, that party. How can I read Bhagavad Gita, oh Krishna? It's difficult. And hearing discourses, whenever I come to and sit to hear discourses, the bald people on the screen, they just pull the carpet under my feet. Whatever I'm following, they're saying, no, it is not correct, it is wrong. Krishna, it's very difficult. Come on, no, I cannot do this. Then Krishna says, okay, theek hai baba, chalo. Krishna is lowering his level. He says, chalo, work for me. See, whatever you're doing, offer those results to me. At least work for me. Yes. So Krishna is like, can you imagine, from fully absorbed in me, Krishna has come down to work for me. Now, if Krishna is telling work for me, then I say, no, how can I work for you, Krishna? Tell me. There's so much of debt that I have, and then I have to take care of all my kids and then my relatives and all that. And so many possessions are there in the house. I have to maintain all that. Change sofa every 6 months, change the fridge every year, paint the house every now and then. See, so much is there. How can I work for you? Krishna is, chalo Baba, you cannot work for me. Chalo, work for someone. Work for someone. Don't enjoy the results yourself. Work for someone. Yes. And if you're working for someone, no problem. Work for someone, but at least offer some results to me. Okay, you're working in office, no problem. Whatever salary you get, offer some part of it to me. Okay, you're cooking for someone else, no problem. Offer some part to me. So that's can you imagine how Krishna is reducing his level? And then we are like, see, this is also too much of a ask. Krishna, come on. Thoda sa aur kam karo, thoda sa aur kam karo. Yes. Then Krishna is saying that theek hai, chalo, you work for whomever you want to work, but don't enjoy the results for yourself. Do some social service. Chalo, do some social service. Do some social service. Now, why you want to enjoy everything by yourself? So can you imagine? Social service is something which is on a very, very lowest platform. And the highest one is absorption in Krishna. So like this Krishna, he gives, see, everyone can be accommodated in our Vedic scriptures. It accommodates everyone at all the possible levels. Right? But then we as students of Gita, we have to understand what is Krishna expecting from us. He's expecting that finally we should have our thoughts completely absorbed in thinking of him. This is what is the expected thing. Whichever level we are in, we have to see, can I move up? Can I move up? Can I move up? What am I lacking? What is the obstacle? These are the different questions that we need to ask. And when we understand, yes, we can move ahead, take one step ahead, go ahead and do it, right? But finally, we have to come to this stage. Why? Only when we are absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna, finally at the time of death, we'll be able to remember Krishna. Krishna says, Anta kale chamam eva smaran muktva kalevaram. Anyone who remembers me at the time of death will come back to me. So this is a very important thing. This is what we are doing. Full life is a preparation for the final examination called death. That's what we are doing. Every day, this is what we are doing. Yes. So I'm sure all of you might have seen in the college, or we might also have been the part of it. There'll be always two categories of students. One category will be, oh, exams have come, I have to study very nicely. And the second category is like, Arey, come on, still 12 hours are there. Let's enjoy for 3-4 hours, then we'll study. So similarly, we'll have people in this world also. People will say, Arey, come on, man, you're so young. Why are you wasting your time? You're a young couple. Come on, there's so much to enjoy in life. Enjoy, Marty, enjoy. And then, anyways, in the old age, you can do all these things meant for old age. Whatever we are supposed to implement, getting absorbed in Krishna and all that, no, not possible. If we are planning for that in retirement I'll be able to do, very difficult. I'm sure there are many senior citizens who are attending my sessions. Please ask them, is it easy? It will be difficult. Body doesn't support. Body doesn't support. Sitting at one place becomes very difficult. Very difficult. Now, eyesight will not be proper. Hearing will not be proper. Speaking will be not proper because the tongue gets swollen, during the time, at the time of death, right? When we get closer and closer, for the final exam, and the head will become bald naturally. No need to shave also. So in this way, entire body, will get deteriorated. Shankaracharya says, Angam galitam palitam mundam, dashana vihina jatam tundam. He says, Angam galitam palitam mundam. Entire body that is there, that is galitam, that is actually getting deteriorated. And palitam mundam, the entire entire head has become completely clean. There is no hair that is left. Dashana vihina jatam tundam. So all the teeth which are there, those are all fallen. All fallen. And then Vruddhavastha Gritva Dandam. In Vruddhavastha, we need a friend, and that friend is a non-living thing, a stick. But then finally he says that Tadapina Munchati Asha Pindam. Even at that time, the sense gratification tendency doesn't go. Look at the analysis of our acharyas and how wonderfully they speak. This is the fact. So the point that I'm trying to make is that what is Krishna is asking, or what he's expecting, we have to reach that level as fast as possible. We have very less time. Doesn't matter what age we are in. In this Kali Yuga, padam padam yat vipadam na tesham. Every step is a danger. Anytime any person can, any person maybe might be asked to appear for the final exam. I mean, the death can come anytime. Before, in the olden days, death means the person will get old and finally die, or some great pandemic will come and the entire village will die. These are the two options will be there. But now, it's like you walk on the road and some car comes and hits you, or something else will happen, or the food that we eat filled with pesticides and all that, slow poisoning that is happening, etc., etc. So many probabilities are there for death. So the point that I'm trying to make is whatever time we have is less only. And in this less time, if we want to perfect our life, we have to follow Shastra. We have to see what is Krishna expecting from us. Whichever level we are in, doesn't matter. We are at the lowest level and it's the what is expectation is very high, no problem. We will take baby steps. Every single day we'll take baby steps and go up and up and up and finally reach that before death. This is what is our final thing that we need to do. So in this way, if we at least meditate on what is the goal and understand where am I currently and take guidance to move from the current situation to the goal, then we are actually progressing. It doesn't matter which level we are in. Sometimes people say that, Prabhu, I've just come to Bhakti and I'm very old now. What to do? No problem. Wherever you are, just pray to Krishna and start and keep looking at the goal. Oh, this is the goal. This is the goal. I have to go here. Right. So that is the reason in ISKCON, we have step-by-step advancement, and that is quantifiable also, right? Like, okay, you start chanting from 1 round. Okay, go to 4 rounds, go to 8 rounds, go to 12 rounds, come to 16 rounds. Okay, follow 4 regulative principles. Read the books which are there here, and automatically inspiration will come to understand what next to do. And finally, how to fulfill and pass the final exam called death. So everything is there. We cannot blame Krishna saying, Krishna, no, you have not told. And Krishna says, hey, read Bhagavad Gita first. If you read, you'll understand whatever I've given, everything is there. So in this way, just by understanding Shastra, our life will be enriched because we'll understand the goal, our current level, and finally keep progressing one after another after another. Now, after understanding this, let's ask the Shastra, let's ask the Vedic scriptures about why are people suffering in this world? Let's try to understand that. What are the pillars of sin? So this is given here, 4 pillars of sin. Sometimes people ask, you ISKCON people keep talking about sin, where is it given? Here it is. So Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 17th chapter, 38th shloka, now is talking about this. What is that? Sota uvacha abhyartitastada tasmai sthanani kalaye dadau dyutam panam striya suna yatra dharmas chaturvidah. Now what happened is, during Parikshit Maharaj's time, Arjun, the Pandavas' grandson, that is Parikshit. So during his time, during his reign, so Kali, because that was towards the end of the Dwapar Yuga. So now what happened is Kali personified, he came and then he had a big sword in his hand and he was about to devour, a cow. At that time, Parikshit Maharaj came there and then he started chastising, this Kali personified, who was very horrifying in looks and doing this nasty activity of killing a cow. So at that time, Parikshit Maharaj, he literally threatened him that you have to stay out of my kingdom. And what was the kingdom of Parikshit Maharaj? This entire globe was his kingdom. And he said, you have to stay out of my kingdom. He said, how is it possible? No, I am Kali personified. Now Kali Yuga is going to manifest. How can I stay away? You have to give me some place in your kingdom. You are the king and I'm your citizen. Even I am taking your shelter. Please give me shelter somewhere. So at that time, 4 places are given to Kali personified. And wherever these 4 things are happening, that place, there'll be lots of hypocrisy, duplicity, there'll be lots of quarrel, lots of fights will happen, lots of instability and lot of negativity will prevail in that entire place, wherever these 4 activities are happening. What are the 4 activities? So there, this particular shloka, it says, maybe I can display that. So here, it's very clearly said, Dyutam, Panam, Striya, Suna. So what are these? So these are the 4 regulative principles which Prabhupada, whatever in ISKCON Prabhupada has given, it's all from the Shastra. Where from these 4 regulative principles came? No meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication. Where has this come from? From this shloka. So wherever this is happening, meat eating is happening, because now there is killing that is happening. The dead bodies have been eaten and so on and so forth. Automatically hypocrisy will come. Why? Because the thing that is going inside is so nasty, automatically that will affect our consciousness. Our consciousness will become animal-like. And we will see, this happens. Especially the ones who from a non-vegetarian background, the ones who become vegetarian. And from vegetarian, the ones who become Krishnatarian, I mean having only prasadam, there is so much of difference that they can see in their life. It happened with me. It was just a couple of years back. So we have been having prasadam from quite some time now. Just no Krishna prasadam, nothing else, no eating outside and things like that. So what happened is I went to one's relative's house and I told them, so I don't take onion garlic, so you cook without onion garlic. And they said okay. And something they had made, some item they have made, and then we were eating that. And by mistakenly, all this was put in that. And then when we were eating, automatically you could feel that difference. No, there's something wrong in this. And I asked them, no, there's something wrong in this. And they checked it and they said, oh, sorry, this dish was made for you and we have served you this. So easily we can make out, easily. And especially when people have been having only prasadam and suddenly by force in relatives' house somewhere they have to have something else. We will see a drastic difference in our consciousness. There will be so much of disturbance that will come. And only then we can understand. Normally people are not practicing this. It's difficult for them to understand. Why? Because already consciousness is fully disturbed. A little bit of disturbance, how does it matter? That's what is the current situation. But someone following this very nicely, then we can see a lot of difference, a lot of change. First, that is meat eating. A lot of disturbance, a lot of negativity, quarrel, hypocrisy, all this is normal. Illicit sex, extramarital affair, premarital affair, all this comes in illicit sex. Or watching something nonsense on screen or whatever. So all that comes into illicit sex. And we see wherever will be illicit sex, surely there'll be hypocrisy to hide that particular thing. There'll be lots of quarrel for the same. There'll be a lot of fights that will happen. Gambling. I need not elaborate on gambling. It's very clear. Wherever there is gambling, wherever there's anxiety for money, we have invested money somewhere and there's anxiety for that, automatically these two things will come. Hypocrisy, that is duplicity, and negativity, and a lot of fights. Intoxication, I need not speak about that. People who don't know to speak English, after drinking only English, they will speak. It's after that. I've seen this in my college. Never the person will speak English, and suddenly, after drinking, when he comes to the hostel, only English, no language apart from that. And on a lighter note, but on a serious note, we see that how family gets distressed when someone is drinking alcohols, when someone is smoking, when someone is taking drugs. We see families going through such a great turmoil. The husband might hit the wife and kids, or nowadays there's a nice trend. Both husband and wife will sit together and drink nicely, and then kids are getting affected. So much of negativity in the entire house. Now, especially when we practice Krishna consciousness, when we go to someone's house, we can easily make out what is happening in that house. Just by looking at people, just by speaking to them, looking in their eyes, we can easily make out this person is into either of the four, which is there. Intoxication, easily we can make out, because there'll be so much of negativity in the person, and so much of so much of distress that we can see in the person's face and in person's life and day-to-day dealings. So these four things, whoever is doing meat eating, illicit sex, gambling, intoxication in any form, such a person will have to face these two. He has to be duplicit, and a lot of fights will be there. There'll be a lot of negativity in the house, outside, wherever the person goes. Wherever he walks, there also he'll create negativity. That is the power that he gets by doing these four activities. So in this way, we understand that these are the four pillars of sin. Now, sometimes what happens is, especially, and I'm just giving one example of animal slaughter. So sometimes when people are eating meat, I used to give this argument when I was a meat eater. So I used to tell, see, I'm not killing. I'm not killing. Someone is cooking and they're nicely serving, and then I'm paying for it. I'm eating it. What's the problem? I'm not killing. So why should I get sin? Right? But after coming to Krishna consciousness, then understood, it's not about who is eating. It's not about who is killing. Everyone is sinful. Here is the slide. 6 people are involved. First, the one who gives permission for killing. Second, person who kills. Like for the one who is taking care and one who gives permission. Okay, chalo, you take and kill. Second, the person who kills. The butcher who kills. Third one, the person who helps in killing. All the ones who support in this particular thing, that's helping. And the person who goes to purchase meat, the person who cooks the flesh, the ones who are cooks, the ones who cook this, cooks the flesh, the person who eats it, all of them gets wonderful results of this. That is, it is divided equally with all of them. See, material nature, is very clever, flawless, and whatever she gives reactions, it's equal to everyone. No one will be, no one can say that, oh, it's injustice to me. Justice to everyone. All six people, 1/6 of sin to everyone. Right. So in this way, we understand. I just give one example. Any sinful activity that we take, illicit sex, gambling, intoxication, also any activity, six people are involved in that, and all six of them will get 1/6 of the sinful reaction, each of them. Yes. So many times, people have these stupid arguments that, okay, no, I'm not killing. No, you are not killing. It's okay, but you are involved in this entire thing. So our family background is a pure vegetarian family background. Lingayats. We come from a background called Lingayat. So my entire family lineage is that. So now, one of my relatives, they have a poultry farm. Poultry farm is there, and then they are many chicks come around. I don't remember the exact, some 2,000 chicks or something will come. Then they have to take care of that. They will grow big, and then they'll take back. So when I went to their place, I told them, see, this is not correct. You'll have sin for each and every chicken that is going from here. You'll get sin for it. And they were acting so innocent. They saying, see, how will we get sin? Please tell. They're so small. They come to us. We feed them so nicely. We take care of them so nicely. And we grow them so nicely. How will we get sin? I told them, don't act too innocent. As if you don't know after the chicks are leaving from here, the chickens are leaving from here, as if you don't know what is going to happen to them. So we cannot act innocent. Come on. We should know the fact. Nowadays, the most horrible thing is everything comes packed. Nice pinkish strips will come. Nice. It will be so nice. Even a vegetarian will see that. Will be like, oh, so nice. Especially those advertisements which are there. A chicken piece will fall from top and it breaks. Crispy. Even a vegetarian will feel so nice it is. Maybe I should go and try. This is the sinful culture that is going on. All the advertisements, all the shops, yes, and so many places. And they're also right. Fresh chicken, fresh fish, fresh meat. How can a dead body be fresh? Come on, tell me. How can a dead body be fresh? As soon as it is cut, it is stale, it is dead. So it is dead. There is nothing called as fresh in that. But then the way people advertise it, is so nice. And before we had all these slogans, right? Sunday hoya Monday roj khao ande. Yes, khao narak jao aur kya. Sunday we khao, Monday we khao, narak jao uske baad. So the point that we're trying to make is these four pillars of sin which is there. We cannot give excuses saying, oh no, for this reason we are having it, for that reason we are having it. Nowadays, doctors are also getting into this. No, you should have it. No, if you don't have, you'll die. Okay, better to die and not commit sin, right? At least we'll get another good body. Commit sin, maintain this body, and then we'll get a filthy body next life and struggle. Now become a beggar, become a handicap. That's what will happen. So now, since all of you are serious students, I'm speaking elaborately on this. Normally, I don't stress so much on this point. But why is it so important? Why should we avoid sin? Sometimes people act so innocent. No, Monday I'll not take non-veg. Tuesday I'll not take non-veg. Why? No, it's not good on those days. Sunday I can have. Why is Sunday is off? So these all foolish things reasons we give. But see, one thing we have to understand. We are not here to enjoy in this world. Come on. This tongue, the boneless muscle that is there in the body, you see the things, those are there in a straight line. Our tongue, our belly, our genitals, all are boneless. And all of them, they are the reason for sin. All of them. They intensely desire to sin. So just to satisfy the tongue, the belly, and genitals, people commit these four sinful activities. Very, very unfortunate. But why is it important to stop? Why? All the sincere aspirants of Krishna consciousness who want to break the cycle of birth and death, go back home, back to Godhead, it is very important for them. Because when we commit sin and also practice Krishna consciousness, it is like we have wood and we are burning that wood. We are putting fire. When we are chanting, it's like we are putting fire on that wood. But then when we commit sin, what are we doing? We're putting water on it. Now there is a wood and you're putting fire on one side and then again you're pouring water on it. Tell me, how can this wood get set on fire? When will that day come? So putting water is sin, the sinful activity that we do, and setting fire is this Krishna conscious activity that we do. Right? So both when we keep doing it, so this will be a problem, that we will go through. Yes. So it's very important for all the sincere aspirants. I'm not talking about thanda aspirants. People who just come, no, I'll get some peace after hearing this, and I'll get some satisfaction. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about those fired up people who are like, no, I've got a human form now. I've understood what is Bhagavad Gita. I've understood the principles. I've understood the goal of life. Now, no more taking chance. I want to break the cycle of birth and death. I want to go back to Krishna. No more staying here. For such people, this is very much valid. Where they take a strong call, no sin anymore. Finish it off. No pouring of water. Now only fire. Let me set the fire in such a way that all my past sinful reactions, let it get burnt completely. Right? So this is what is a very important point for all the sincere, serious spiritual aspirants. So hope we understand that how many people are involved, in doing sinful activity. Now, okay, all these things are there, but then, we have, the Lord is very, very merciful. Let's discuss about this. See, we spoke about what we are supposed to do. Now let's try to understand what Lord is doing for us. How merciful the Supreme Personality of God it is. By the way, the next session is a very important session. That is going to be the last session. And the topic for the next last session is Krishna will never cheat you. So this is the topic. And I bet anyone who attends this session, they'll get a lot of faith in the process, in Krishna. Because if we understand that how flawless this process is, how merciful the Lord is, and how much He's taking care of us, we cannot stop practicing bhakti. So this is a topic for next weekend. So anyways, we'll discuss that next weekend. So let's see this section. A very nice shloka. Buddhi yukto jahati ha ubay sukruta dushkrute tasmad yogaya yujasva yoga karma sukaushalam. So here it is spoken about once a person starts practicing bhakti, what happens? When a person starts practicing bhakti, he is completely rid of all the reactions of papa and punya. Completely he's free from that. Because when we practice bhakti, all that is burnt into ashes. And when this happens, the person is free from the cycle of janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi. Now we understand, we understand that mrityu is painful. We might have seen, we might have heard. We understand vyadhi is also painful, disease is painful. Now people who got COVID, they all know that how painful it is, right? And we also know old age. Old age is so painful. We have seen people, we have heard from the people. But then janma, how janma is painful, how birth is painful. This we don't know because we have forgotten what has happened in the womb. There's a nice video that is made, and this is in accordance with what is given in Bhagavatam 3rd canto. So I'll play this video, you all can see. So basically, right from the 5th month, the baby is pretty active. The consciousness is already there. So before that, consciousness is not there. But 5th month, the consciousness comes. And the baby can feel all the pain and all the trouble, in the womb. So during pregnancy, when the baby is hitting, in the womb, mothers feel very nice. Oh, my kid is hitting me. But they least know that what pain the child is going through in the womb. That's how the child is moving. It's feeling so much of pain and it is just moving, just to make sure that it is free from this particular stuff that it is going through. Just a minute. I think I have not shared the sound. Yes.
So this is the pain that everyone has gone through. This is the pain that everyone has gone through. All glories to our Vedic scriptures, all glories to Srimad Bhagavatam. When I was reading that, I was feeling like sonography cannot tell what the child is going through. And here, Bhagavatam clearly tells what the child is going through at each and every stage. In fact, here we talked from 5th month. Now it is given from the time the male and female unite, when the sperm and ovum and they unite, what happens? And after that, 2nd day, what happens? 5th day, what happens? Everything is given so clearly. Because finally, see, Krishna has created, he knows how this world works. So that's what he has given. So in this way, Janma Mrityu Jaravadi is painful. And we have to break this cycle. And how can we break this cycle? By practicing bhakti. Now, there might be some questions saying, okay, see, you've been telling us practice bhakti, practice bhakti. But then, is it so easy to practice bhakti? Because we have just started practicing, and then it might happen that I might not be able to complete. I promise I'll be sincere. I am serious. But then, what if I'm not able to complete? What will happen to me? What will be my destination? So all the engineering brains, they ask these questions. I've got this many times. So here are the answers from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Now everything is there given in Bhagavad Gita. So yeah. Tatra tam buddhi samyogam labate paurvadehikam yatate cha tato bhuyah samsiddho kuru nandana. So here, this is shloka number 43. Let me tell you what is given in 41 and 42. Arjuna had this question. In 6th chapter, he's asking this question. What about the person who is unsuccessful in attaining the ultimate goal of life even after sincere practice? So there Krishna is saying that unsuccessful yogi, after many, many years of enjoyment, where enjoyment in the heavenly planets, he will come to earthly planet. Now, after coming to earthly planet, the person will take birth where? The person will take birth in a nice family, in a righteous family, in an aristocratic family. And then, after taking this birth, surely that person will get nice enlightenment when it comes to Krishna consciousness. And look at this. He revives this particular translation. He revives the divine consciousness of his previous life and again tries to make further progress in order to achieve complete success. So if you all get time, please go through this 6th chapter of those verses from shloka number 40 onwards. You can read if you have time. So look at the entire system of bhakti, the practice of bhakti, how it works. Now, suppose we are not able to practice bhakti due to some reason, whatever it might be. But the goal is we have to give our best. But suppose we are not able to. So these are the different destinations. Now, if you properly analyze these destinations, that the person goes to heaven, then comes to this planet, and then he stays in some, or he takes birth in a nice family, a rich family, a pious family. If you analyze all this, don't you think our current birth is also the same? Yes, we have taken a birth in a nice family. All of us had good parents.
No one can say that, no, I didn't have good parents. No, they are all given some samskara, whatever knowledge they had, they have given us. Yes. And then, no, I don't think we had so much of problem of eating 3 times food. All of us got that. Clothes to wear, a nice place, nice education. So all this we have got. So what does it mean? Another thing. As soon as this Gita course invitation came, mantra meditation invitation came, where was that attraction that came, in us, and we clicked on it, and then we started attending the sessions. The Gita course, the first session. I hope all the glorious people who are attending these sessions till now, you all know the first session, 800 people attended. 800 people. Yes. Mantra meditation also same thing. Yes. So can you imagine? All of them they attended, but then not all of them were attracted to what was spoken. Why? Why is it that we got so attracted? And some of you are so glorious, and with no time, now I see people have come to chanting 8 rounds, 16 rounds, people are chanting. Some people have given up eating non-veg just by hearing. Some people have started doing deity worship. How come? How come only you people are able to do? You people means even me, we are all in the same category. How come we all are able to do? Yes. How come that natural attraction is coming for this Bhagavad Gita, then these principles, chanting of the holy names? Where is it coming from? Why is it that other people in the family are not able to follow? See, I'm sure all of you might have tried to inspire them. Please attend these classes. Please do this. Please chant the holy names. Or don't, eat abominable foodstuffs. But they are not able to take it up. Why only you are able to take it up? Yes. Another question. When we passed this invitation, it went viral. It was in all WhatsApp groups, all the known WhatsApp groups, and so many people, they saw the link, they saw the, this advertisement. Even on Facebook, we had done the advertisement of Gita course, mantra meditation. But not everyone were attracted to that. So many thousands of people might have got, but registrations were around 1,000, 2,000 people. They registered for it. And after that, how many attended? 700, 800 people. And how many are there now? Combined mantra meditation plus Gita course, now we have 142 people here. Maybe some more 50 people are there who might attend later, maybe watch on YouTube. But then why only these many? This is the question that I'm asking. Yes, every week after week, we are getting this interest. Oh, let me see what is there in Bhagavad Gita. Oh, I want to apply this and see, I want to do that. And how come we have got this determination that no, this is the goal and I have to attain the goal? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. How come we are getting this? Now, some of you have already messaged me saying you have changed your altar. You have removed all the demigod photos and vigrahas and you have put only Krishna now in the altar. How come? Suddenly, you hear a class and so much of transformation is there. Now, many people appreciate me, saying, Prabhuji, you present so nicely, you speak so nicely. That is not the fact. I've been speaking to so many people for so many years now. The fact is that all of us, we were practicing bhakti in our past lives. All of us. I can tell with guarantee. Because it's not a joke to attend sessions, week after week, month after month, it's not easy. Not possible. So I can guarantee from the Shastra that all of us were practicing bhakti. But somehow we were so foolish that we gave it up in between. We just gave it up in between. Yes. And then we left it somewhere. And now when we took up, when we taken this human form, and somehow we got the trigger again. As soon as we saw the advertisement, we clicked it. As soon as we saw the link, we clicked it. And then we started attending. And then after attending, we got some interest. Then we started attending more. We started applying. We got more interest. And then we became fixed up. So this everything goes on to say that we stopped somewhere in past and now we are continuing from there. But we are so foolish that from so many lifetimes we have been practicing. I'm talking about myself and all of us. We have been practicing from so many lifetimes, gave it up in between. Again, we started practicing. Again, we gave it up in between. Again, we started practicing. Again, we gave it up in between. Same thing. Not the first time we are attending Gita course. Come on. Not the first time we are chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Many, many times we have done that. But then what happens, when we take birth, the surrounding setup that is there that has a great influence on all of us. Our parents, their influence, relatives, their influence. Even now, when you all are practicing bhakti, you will see so many obstacles will be there. Friends will say, "Arey, come on, these ISKCON people don't believe. They are brainwashers. They'll wash the brain completely." We also accept that. We wash the dirty brains. Yes, this is the first thing. And then people will start saying, no, see, this is told here, but then I heard somewhere something else. Is that wrong? Oh, no, that is also correct. So you follow this, what I'm following. Why are you following this? And then some people will say, no, 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 this person is supreme. Krishna is not supreme. And some other person, will come on the screen and say, I am supreme. Some fake godmen and gods are there. I am supreme. I can change the entire world. I can stop a sun from rising, moon from setting. I can do all that. Nonsense. Yes, so people are there, who can make these comments. And you know what happens? Very, very unfortunate. I feel so much of pain in my heart when I, hear all this. They're going in the right path, and suddenly, because of some unfortunate situation and some stupid people in our life, we deviate. We deviate, and how merciful the Lord is. In next life, He brings us back on the path again. He'll give us opportunity, and again, we'll deviate, and again we'll come back. See, the path to Krishna consciousness or path to Goloka Vrindavan is short, but then we are taking deviation every now and then. It's like the train is going to Goloka Vrindavan and we are like getting down. We want to have pani puri, we want to have some patties, we want to have this and that, and the train is gone. And then wait for another train to come. This is what is happening with all of us. All the sincere and serious aspirants have to take a call this life. Come what may, whatever it is, I want to finish this race that I'm into this very lifetime. Come what may, whatever pains I have to take, I will take. Whatever it is, I will do. But then I want to finish this particular cycle of birth and death. No more. No more. Krishna is so merciful. He's giving me this opportunity again and again and again. But because of my filthy brain and filthy people around, I'm not able to continue. But this life, no more taking chance. This determination, conviction has to come. Come what may, I'm not going to give up chanting. I'm going to keep progressing all the time. So in my preaching endeavors, from past few years, there are so many painful situations, which we go through. We see that people come to 16 rounds. They give up, eating all non-veg and drinking alcohol and other things. And then, by the influence of parents, by the influence of relatives, they give up this path of bhakti completely. Completely. It pains so much when we hear that. Literally, it pains so much. So much. Obviously, Krishna will give them opportunity next life, no problem. Maybe in this life also they might get opportunity. But then, that's foolishness, right? And leaving it in between, it's foolishness. How can we leave it in between? We have got this glorious opportunity to practice bhakti. Everything is there. Tell me, are we supposed to do some research now? Oh, okay, let me do research. Which Vedic scripture is the best one? Bhagavad Gita. Oh, now let me do research on which commentary I'm supposed to go through. It's there. Prabhupada has given simple commentary. Oh, which sampradaya should I follow? It's clear which sampradaya to follow. Oh, how should I progress? Mentors are there to guide. Association is there. Oh, what next to do? That is also there. We know after chant, we stabilize in one round, we go to 2 rounds, we go to 4 rounds. What am I supposed to do? Reading, I'm supposed to do hearing. How will I understand am I progressing or not? My consciousness will get elevated. I'll not be fearful anymore. So everything is set now, and now if we just give it up, we will be called as FOOL number 1. This is very clear. Very, very clear. This is what I tell myself. Don't be that FOOL. Yes, don't be that. Be a proper fool. I mean the Hindi fool, the flower, and get offered at the lotus feet of Krishna. Yes, don't be a mad person at this life at least. So these shlokas from Bhagavad Gita make it very clear that all of us were practicing bhakti previously, and now naturally we have got attracted to this path and we have taken it up again. Again, we drop it. Next time, also same thing. Again, you have to hear 9 session Gita course, 18 session Gita course, and again start chanting Hare Krishna. Yes. So in this way, let's be intelligent. Let's be determined. Let's have that conviction to practice devotional service. Last few slides for the day before we end. So a lot of shlokas are there, and I've covered all of that. Manushyanam sahasresho kaschid yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mameti tatvatah. So it's very clear that there are many thousands of people, but only few people will get to practice devotional service. And it's very clear. In the pastime of Valmiki, he was not able to chant Ram. Narad Muni told him, chant Ram. He was not able to chant. So Narad Muni said, chant Mara. Mara. Because Ra was not able to chant. So he just flipped it and he said, chant Mara. So he started chanting Mara, 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 Ram, 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 Ram. It became Ram. He was so sinful that he was not able to chant Ram. But then by the mercy of Narad Muni, he flipped it. And then with time, when he got his sins eradicated, then he could chant Lord Ram's name. So it's a clear conclusion that those people who are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it means they are pretty pious. Obviously, sinful tendencies will be there, but still they'll be very pious because they are able to chant Hare Krishna. If people are able to attend Gita course, it means yes, they are pious, they are able to attend Gita course. Sinful people cannot. Not possible at all. You can try. Now, you might know some sinful people in your life, give them our videos, Shloka Day videos and other things. Ask them to watch. They'll not be able to watch. They'll not be able to chant Mahamantra even once. There are people like that. Why? They're sinful. So if we are able to do it, then we have to be very grateful to the Lord that, oh Lord, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and now please give me strength to continue practicing. And one last slide for today. A very beautiful shloka where Krishna is saying, a very, very important shloka. Suppose if we ask Krishna, oh Krishna, where are you? He says, Naham tisthami vaikunthe yoginam hridayeshuva tatra tisthami narada yatra gayanti madbhakta. So here the Lord is saying, Naham tisthami vaikunthe. I am not in Vaikuntha. Oh, then you might be in the hearts of yogis then. Krishna is saying, yoginam hridayeshuva. I am not in the hearts of yogis also. Hey, where are you then? Oh Narada, tatra tisthami Narada yatra gayanti madbhakta. Wherever my devotees come together and chant my holy names, and when they discuss about my glories, my pastimes, my form, and various other aspects of mine, at that place I am personally present. So one of the important thing in our life is we have to always be in the association of devotees. Trust me, if we don't have association of devotees, if we don't have a mentor, you know what happens? We will deviate again. If we are determined to practice bhakti, along with the determination, we need association of devotees. These two things are very important to practice bhakti. Determination to practice bhakti and association of devotees, which will give us energy and enthusiasm to keep moving ahead. So, since it's towards the end of Gita course, let me tell you all that we have done all the arrangements that you get association of devotees. Even mantra meditation students, you all are wildcard entry. Mantra meditation was not there anywhere, in my list for this year. Somehow, things were not good, so we started this mantra meditation retreat, then 21 days challenge, and I see so many of you are taking benefit of it. So for everyone, we have assigned mentors. We have designed a closed group session which will start from 10th of July. So everything is set, but what you have to do is you have to follow what is told. Now you have to cooperate with your mentor and take advantage of the association that the mentor is giving, other devotees are giving. When these Bhakti Vrikshas will start, the closed group sessions from 10th of July, so you'll see when devotees are discussing, when they're speaking, when they're answering questions, when they're making some point from their realizations, when they're sharing their experience, automatically we will get that enthusiasm to practice bhakti. So these Bhakti Vriksha sessions are a booster session. Every weekend on Saturdays from 5:30, these sessions will be there 5:30 to 7:30. And it will be a very nice interactive session where we read a passage, we try to discuss on that, we try to share our realizations. Our mentors will give a summary and conclusion of what is proper. Like this, what will happen is all of us will get a booster injection every weekend. And that will help us to keep progressing. See, now in this Gita course, the only booster is what I am speaking from Shastra. But during the Bhakti Vriksha sessions, the closed group sessions, the booster will be the realizations of other devotees, how they are able to practice. So they are married, they also have kids. Okay, this lady is a devotee, husband is not a devotee, but still she is able to practice so nicely. Okay, husband is devotee, wife is not, but still they are practicing. Oh, look at the glory. Now the husband also started practicing bhakti. How is it? How is it possible? Yes, and then we start asking them, start getting their inputs, and we can also implement that in our life. Yes. So there'll be lots of bonding. You'll actually find a different family there, a new family. We all are a big family, but then there you'll find a new close family where we can share our heart with no tension of being exploited. We can ask questions and personal queries without getting tense that it will be leaked somewhere. This is the glory of a closed group session. And I thank all the mentors from the bottom of my heart. They all are busy. They are all having families. They all are well qualified. They all are working in big, big positions, designations, their companies, earning very wonderful salary, having wonderful family with a lot of responsibilities, but still they're taking out time to become mentors to help others. My repeated obeisance to all of them. So we have 10 mentors who are going to take these Bhakti Vrikshas, the closed group sessions. I'm sure all of you have already been connected to a mentor. If not, please contact the group admins. They will help you to get connected to a mentor. And I am personally assigning. I am personally selecting the mentors and assigning to all of you all. So this is what I'm doing in the background, with my team of all the senior mentors. Yes. So I request all of you all stay connected. Then we'll be able to continue and finally attain the ultimate destination. Or again, take a deviation, come back, attend a Gita course, take a deviation, come back, attend a Gita course, and it will just go on lifetime after lifetime. Yes. So with this, I would like to pause here. So before I take up some questions for today, I can just take few questions today. Announcements. So tomorrow is very, very auspicious day, Nirjala Ekadashi. So Nirjala Ekadashi is an Ekadashi which comes once in a year. In fact, all the Ekadashis can be done Nirjala, but there's a special Ekadashi for all the ones who cannot do Nirjala Ekadashi or do Ekadashis for entire year, the 24 Ekadashis which come. So it is said that anyone who follows this Ekadashi that is coming tomorrow, they'll get the benefit or they'll reap the benefits of all the other Ekadashis. So we are not interested in benefits. We are interested to get closer to Krishna. Krishna will be very pleased not to look at our endeavor. But tomorrow is a working day, so we have to take care how to follow. So that's how we have to follow. So today, we can try to have fruits in the dinner and not eat, or if you're having grains, not eat too much of it. Because tomorrow morning we have to flush out all that whatever we have eaten. We have to, early morning when we get up, early morning is before 5 o'clock. That is early morning. Yes, not after that. In different places, different timings are there of sunrise, but before 5 o'clock is safe. So when we get up, we can drink lots of water. Even before sleeping also, we can drink lots of water. And we can hydrate ourselves very nicely and clear our stomach early in the morning itself by drinking a liter of water or something like that. And before 5 o'clock, we can drink water. And after 5, our Ekadashi starts. Basically, sunrise time. After sunrise, Ekadashi starts. So now, when the Ekadashi starts, so we are the ones who want to follow Nirjala Ekadashi for them. We will not drink water. We'll not eat anything. We'll not drink water. We'll just be there on air. This is the Ekadashi that is there tomorrow. And what are we supposed to do throughout the day? We have to chant the holy names of the Lord. We can dip ourselves fully in Krishna consciousness. You can go through our videos again. There might be some sessions that might happen tomorrow. We'll post in the groups. Tomorrow we'll have an extended japa session in the morning that will go for a long time. It will be a combined japa session. I was just informed just before the session. There will be a combined japa session from all the people from ISKCON Whitefield will join. This is what I understood. And this will go on. And at night, if you're not getting sleep, better to do Jagran, continue chanting, read something, hear something. If you're getting sleep, better go to sleep. And in the morning when we get up, so we have to get ready, take bath, etc., whatever. If possible, do our puja. And after that, we can drink water and break the fast. So we shouldn't be greedy early in the morning. So we have to sip by sip, we take water. Warm water is recommended. And after that, we can take some lemon juice, lime juice we can take, and we can drink that. And rest for some time. And after that, take fruits. And after 2-3 hours, then we can take some grains. So in this way, and then during the lunchtime, lunchtime or dinner time, we can have full proper meals. That is there. So like this, the entire Ekadashi, will be nicely done and will remain healthy. Yes. So it's very, very glorious to fast on Ekadashi because whatever sins we have done, all that get burnt. And when next day when we are breaking our fast, we tell Krishna that, oh Krishna, if you are pleased with my little service that I've done on this Ekadashi, please give all the benefit to people around here. So it is said when we give the benefit of Ekadashi to others, we get double the benefit of that. Krishna is very merciful. What else we need in our life? We don't need anything. We tell Krishna, you give everything to others, but I want you. I don't know anything else, Krishna. I want you. All this endeavor, all this austerity, all this tapasya, I'm just doing it so that I attain you this lifetime. I don't want anything else apart from you. Yes. So this is our prayer before we break the fast. Of byproducts are many. I'll not speak about it. A person will become opulent. The ones who are not having spouse, not getting a proper match, they'll get. The ones who are not having kids, they will get. So many other things are there. Money and other things. So we don't care for all that. Anything, it will come. Yes. But what we care for is we'll get a lot of determination to practice bhakti. Hmm. So I request all of you all that please, if possible, please do Nirjala Ekadashi tomorrow. The ones who are very old and the ones who are deceased, not able to, okay, be on water. You can take fruits or practice as a normal Ekadashi also, not a problem. But the ones who can, the ones who are healthy, please try to do Nirjala Ekadashi tomorrow. Yes. And the second announcement is my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to all of them who have contributed for the temple uh, construction or buying a land for the temple. I would like to name all of them. Mm. Please forgive our team if we have not recorded properly all your names. So we have Sasmita Pradhan, Shashi Sai Kiran, Vajrapu, Samhita, Samyukta, Vidya, then Manik Kavelu, Purnima, Sanjeev, Preeti Agarwal, Shobha Bhatnagar, Teja Rao, Kadambala, Padmaja Modak, then Krishnamurti Ashok, and then we have Santosh, Minu, Rachana, Jaiprakash, Srivatsa, Nagala Sunita, Satyanarayan, uh, Kashi Raman, Lakshmi Narsimhan, Arun, Ravi, Chandan Kumar, Shamala, and Anuttam Gopal. So thank you very much for your
Venkatesh,
donations.
Venkatesh Prabhu also.
Okay, Venkatesh Prabhu. So all the names, which till the morning I've got, I just told. Whatever you have got now, we'll tell it in the next this one. Our heartfelt prayers for all of you all by all the endeavors that you people have put to give your generous donations. Till now, we have collected 6,40,000. So this is we have to reach 1 crore, but till now we have collected this. I request all of you all, if possible, please contribute. It doesn't matter 1,000, 2,000, whatever you're giving, no problem. And all those who are well-to-do, please contribute something like 1.25 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, up to your capacity. Because we have to meet that 1 crore so that we can buy a land in next 2 months. We are really short of this, and we are finally it is for Krishna's house now that we're building. So thank you very much, for all your contributions. We pray at the lotus feet of Shri Radha and Krishna that you all are trying to build their house here in this world. May they give you residence in spiritual world this very lifetime. Let us all chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and pray for all of them. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So thank you very much once again. And this we will be uh, circulating the message again. You can do the needful. Yes. If you have missed any names, don't worry. Next session we'll get the names. Anyways, we're offering the names to Lord and we are praying. Okay, so let me take some questions before we end, and we'll do mantra meditation after some questions. What does self-realization mean? How can we know that a person is fully self-realized? The first level of self-realization is to understand I'm not the body, I'm spirit, soul, and not theoretically. That is ingrained now. He acts on the soul platform. Next is where he was fully engaged in service of Krishna. There's no time pass at all. And finally, he breaks the cycle of birth and death. He attains Krishna. He gets Takshat Darshan of Lord Sri Krishna. So such a person is called a self-realized or Tattvadarshi. Yoga session is not given by you in come on, I cannot give the yoga session now because it's already late. It has been a long Gita course this time, so maybe sometime later we'll see. We will keep having sessions in between, so maybe at that time I can think of. Can you please elaborate of what does gambling constitute to in regards to today's world? So I'll not comment on the trade and shares and stocks and other things. The principle I would like to put forward. If I invest money somewhere and if I'm in anxiety, what will happen to that money? That is gambling. Like for example, if I invest money in land or in gold, I will be safe if I a fixed deposit is there. So I'll not think about it. Whatever, whenever it matures, I'll get it, right? But then if I'm investing somewhere where I'm feeling that, oh, what will happen to my money? I have to keep checking again and again. that is called as gambling. So this is very clear. Wednesday is my birthday. Oh, very nice. Wednesday is again a very special festival, also called Pani Hachi Chida Dahi Festival. So very happy. Now we pray for you that you get closer to Krishna, attain Krishna this very lifetime. Avishikta Datta, our sincere prayers for you. All religions allow non-veg consumption. Why Krishna diverting those people attaining his abode? See, if you see all the religions, they are not allowing unrestricted eating non-veg. Every religion you take, there'll be a restriction to that. Like you take the Islam faith, they have halal, the system of halal. Now, if you study the halal system that is there, the animal is cut into certain parts, and most of the parts are given in charity, and only one part they can have. This is what is halal. Now, there is no unrestricted. It's not about they going and purchasing from somewhere. There's a procedure that they have to follow. Yes. And when they follow that, yes, they can do. When it comes to Hindu, so-called Hindu religion also, so the ones who are completely attached to non-veg, so they have been given restrictions, and they can still continue eating. What is a restriction? Only once in a month they can eat, and how it has to be eaten, that is also given. On the day of Amavasya, the person has to take the animal whom the person wants to eat, cut and eat, outside the temple to the temple of Kali or Bhadra Kali or the ghastly form of Lord Shiva. He has to tell in the ear of the goat or whatever animal is mentioned, Mamsa. Mamsaha basically means I become you, you become me in the next life, and you do whatever I am doing to you in this life. This is the commitment that we give. And then the person himself has to cut. Then he has to offer it, in front of the Devi or Lord Shiva, ghastly form he has to cut. And then he only has to clean, he only has to eat, and he has to clean the entire place and go back home. Only once in a month this can be done. No going to restaurant and purchasing and eating. No, that's not there anywhere in Shastra. Nor in any religion this is given, that go to slaughterhouse and get something and eat. Yes. Even in Christianity it is given, thou shalt not kill. It is a 9th commandment. So it is very clearly given, thou shalt not kill. But seeing the situation and circumstance, some animals were told, in that circumstance, where, okay, there's nothing to eat, okay, eat this. But it was not something that was made, a streamlined thing. No, everyone can do this. So every religion, there is a restriction that is given. And this restriction is only for one thing, so that everyone progresses very nicely. And these restrictions are for those people who are attached to eating, this particular non-veg or whatever restrictions. So when it comes to Krishna giving Bhagavad Gita, he has also given other things also for all the people, so that everyone is accommodated and everyone can progress step by step, not finally to the ultimate destination. Yes. So in this way, we understand Krishna has not rejected anyone. For people who are on higher consciousness, Krishna directly says no non-veg. For people who are on the lower consciousness, he has given some restrictions. Okay, do this, do this, do this. So hope this helps you, Prabhu. So everyone is actually marching towards the ultimate goal if they are following the restrictions those are given in the Shastra or the respective scriptures of their particular religion. What if a person do all sinful things and do proper and perfect bhakti? Actually, that is not possible. Now, see, if we are committing sin and we are practicing bhakti, initially we'll be able to practice bhakti nicely. But with time, what will happen is our determination to practice bhakti will go down. Who is telling this? Krishna is telling this. Krishna is saying, what is that shloka? I'm forgetting, where Krishna is saying that only when all the sins are eradicated, then the person will get determination to practice bhakti. Tesham tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvanda moha nirmukta bhajante mam drida vrataha. Who will get that drida vrata to practice bhakti? Whose tesham antagatam papam, whose papa has become anta, whose papa has been destroyed. So if someone is committing new sin, then it's difficult, right? Determination will go down to practice bhakti. Today's session was super fast and most powerful. What to do? I have to cover so many things, So hope it was helpful also. How to understand Vivek Bindra's motivational session in collaboration with ISKCON? Is it not against our philosophy? That was for newcomers, so that at least newcomers come and at least they get some faith in Bhagavad Gita. And what he spoke was not untrue. Many of the things that he spoke was very much in accordance to Bhagavad Gita, but it is on a very, very lower level. For for people who are very new, not for people who want to attain the ultimate destination. People who don't have any faith in Bhagavad Gita, when they hear that, at least they'll get some faith in Bhagavad Gita. Yes, so that's what he has been doing. He's a devotee in ISKCON. He's not an outside person. He's a devotee in ISKCON, but then he's doing preaching in a different way. Which of the mentioned sinful activities are against which leg of dharma? Okay, so we have austerity, mercilessness, mercifulness, cleanliness, and truthfulness. Now, when it comes to cleanliness, illicit sex, when someone does, cleanliness is not there. Then someone is eating meat, he's not merciful. And then what else is there? Gambling, illicit sex, intoxication, there's no austerity the person is doing. And gambling, there is no truthfulness. So like that, all the legs of dharma are cut by these activities. Why am I surrounded by people who do not want to follow Krishna consciousness, where I am trying my best to follow? How come my past life karma matches to theirs? There'll be some give and take that will be remaining. That's okay, not a problem. We shouldn't get demotivated by this. We should feel fortunate that at least Krishna has given me the opportunity. Let me practice. And if I'm sincere, Krishna will inspire all of them also to practice bhakti nicely. So we shouldn't get demotivated, in our practice of bhakti. Whatever it is, utsahan, nishchayat, dhairyat. We should be enthusiastic. Utsahan, nishchayat, we should be determined, and dhairyat, we should be patient while practicing bhakti. Then we'll be able to practice bhakti nicely. So don't think much. Some past life give and take is remaining. So people have come together. Yes, but with time, everyone will take up bhakti. If one person is practicing nicely, that influence will be there in the house. Yes, like for example, when a mouse dies somewhere, the smell is there everywhere. Similarly, when we spray perfume somewhere, the smell is everywhere in the house. So similarly, when a sinful person is there, influence is there everywhere. If a devotee is there in the house, influence is there everywhere. So we have to practice bhakti nicely, sincerely, intensely, praying to Krishna for the well-being of everyone. We'll see the change, we'll see the difference. But it will take some time. Let's not be impatient. It will take some time. Lakshmi is origin of Radharani, or Radharani is the origin? So Radharani is the origin. Krishna is the origin of all the avatars, all the Vishnu avatars, and Radharani is the origin of all the Lakshmi avatars, all the Shakti avatars. She is the one. What is the story behind Ekadashi? Why it's dear to the Lord? It's a long story where a demon was attacking Lord Krishna, and Krishna came in a cave and he slept in the cave. And he basically wants to manifest Ekadashi. So what happened is a female manifested from the body of Krishna, and she fought with the demon and she killed the demon. And Krishna opened his eyes, and then he saw this personality, and he said that you have done a glorious job for my pleasure. And today is the day of Ekadashi. 11th day is the Ekadashi. So it's called as Ekadashi. So he gave the name to her as Ekadashi. And he said that anyone who honors you on this particular day by fasting, such a person will be freed from all the sinful reactions which are there. Since you are dear to me, the person who is observing Ekadashi for your pleasure to become dear to you, that person is dear to me also. So like that, this day became very, very dear to Krishna. And this day is called as Upavas. We do Upavas. Upa means near and Vas means to stay. So whenever we do Upavas, we are actually staying close to Krishna. Yes, Upavas, we stay close to Krishna by doing various devotional activities. So that's how it is very dear to Krishna. In fact, I reduced a 2 hours class to 2 minutes. That's what I just spoke. If a person drinks in limit, does not harm anyone, and then also it will. What is limit? Who has given the limit? Shastra? Where is it given? I've heard this many times. People say limit. Bro, I eat meat in limit. I drink in limit. I smoke in limit. I have sex in limit. Who has given the limit? Shastra has given, or we have decided? We have decided, so it is sinful. Any activity we are going against Shastra, please understand, it is a sin and person has to suffer. There is no limit that is given by Shastra. Shastra is very clear. Don't. It's very clearly given. Don't. Yes. So if we are not able to give up immediately, at least slowly, eventually, we have to give it up. Now, whatever it is, if we want to break the cycle of birth and death, if we have no plans like that, If you are ready to take another birth, we want to still enjoy in this world, no problem. Chalte raho. Puri life, life now after life now we can keep doing that, no problem. But there is no limit that is given by anyone in Shastra. My husband is not in favor of changing altar as he worships too. What should I do? No, no problem. You just put the photo of the Lord and you continue worship and let him also worship. No problem. No need to change the altar. We do not do Jagran on Ekadashi. Do we get full merit only fasting? We get merit only for fasting. Yes, because one has to do Jagran also, that is there. So if we don't do Jagran, we don't get that merit, but that's okay. Something we are doing. So we get a huge chunk of merit for fasting. My name is Vinodini. Yes, I don't know how your name was not there. Thank you, Mataji. I remember you texting me. I have seen many people who promote their own belief, God, caste, and try to pull in more people and start fundraising eventually. I'm afraid will be considered in same way if I wear tilak, worship only Krishna, remove demigods, give up non-veg, etc. My question is, can I practice bhakti myself without publicity and still progress in bhakti? Okay, I have a question that when we know that what I'm practicing is right, so why there is a thought in the mind that what others will talk about? Hmm? See, please understand, when we are dying, at the time of death, no one will come to save us. No one. Only whatever bhakti we have done, only that will save us. Please understand. Hmm? Doesn't matter. We have to put tilak, we have to put tilak. We have to wear Vaishnava attire, we have to wear Vaishnava attire. Where is the question of not doing that? Okay, it's not expected that everyone has to do it immediately. It's not expected. But eventually, at least we should do. After a few months, years, or whatever, we have to come to that platform where we are doing it boldly. We are not hiding from people. We should come to that platform. Many times people fear and people are shy. Yeah, I've seen in the temple to pay obeisance to the Lord, people shy, saying, no, I'll pay obeisance in the heart. Why? Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Manmana bhav madbhakto madhyadimam namaskuru. Namaskuru, please pay obeisance to me, Krishna is saying. See, let's not think about all this, that what others will think. If I'm convinced that what I'm doing is right, if I'm convinced that what is given in Shastra is absolutely true, this is the goal of life, this is the process to attain Krishna, we should be fully confident and just march towards Krishna. Forget about others. No one will come to save us at the time of death. All those people who talk about us, let them keep talking. N number of people will talk N number of things. What do you think? If you practice, without telling anyone, hiding or whatever, now people will stop talking about you. They will talk something. They will see, people want some gossip. People want some topic. If not this, they'll find out something else. Right? Their job is to speak, and our job is to do bhakti. Let them speak whatever they want. Let them, get some nonsensical destination, whichever they are planning to get. But we are clear. Bhakti is the process. Krishna is the goal. This very lifetime, we have to do this. This is very clear. So we have to practice bhakti intensely without thinking about what others will think of me. Okay, I'll take some 2-3 more questions because we are ending our session. So 8:45 we'll start chanting. My family and friends. Oh, sorry. My family and friends start criticizing. Oh, became a devotee and gave up non-veg. That's okay. That's when I renounced my family. When I came here, so many people spoke so many things. I'll tell you some of the things. Some people said, "Oh, you have become important." Some people said, "Oh, you have ditched your parents." Some people said, "This is what Shastras talk about. This is what you're supposed to do." Some people said, "Oh, you're a coward. You're running away from your responsibility." I don't think more than this someone can criticize. I got to hear all this from my relatives. I was okay. I said, "Okay, you speak whatever you want. After speaking, please bless me so that I can practice bhakti." This is what I would tell them. And they would bless also. Yeah, I announced Anupam Prabhu's name. You have cleared my doubt. Okay. Please share today's session link. Yeah, that will be shared in all the groups. Killing happens if it's non-veg or veg. Prabhuji, while growing grains and farm, they kill many germs. Okay, forget about germs and forget about plants. At least grossly what we are seeing, let's stop that. When I have seen, parents will never take their kids to slaughterhouse, but they'll take to the harvest that is happening in the farm. Why? Common sense that is, we can see that is ghastly. This is not. And Shastras talk that human beings should sustain only on plants. So it's a Shastric injunction. We can just follow. And germs, etc., forget about that. Every day we eat many germs, we kill many germs. Well, let's not talk about that. It's very, very far thing. Anyone who is practicing bhakti, that person will be freed from all these other sinful activities unknowingly happening. What about taking coffee or tea? Don't think about coffee and tea at this point. Not very important for you all. First, come to the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, 16 rounds, and then we can speak about all this. It's since an year that Gita Course started. Gradually, I could see the transformation with my husband, children. They chant daily and encourage me too. Jai Harini Venkataraman. So she is the testimonial for us then. She is very clear. Everyone is practicing. So see, this is the motivation that we get. When we associate with such devotees who have seen transformation in their life, we will also get that hope. Yes, even this will happen in my house. Very happy, Harini Mataji. Thank you. Can we take salt tomorrow? If you're following normal Ekadashi, you can use Senda Namak, not the normal salt, Senda Namak. But if you're doing Nirjal, there's no question of this salt. Why do we need to construct a costly temple to Krishna? We can pray, do japa from any place. Millions of people are homeless in our India. That money can be spent on building houses for those who is homeless. I believe in Manav Seva, then Madhav Seva. Oh, I've given long classes on this. So I have a simple question. Whoever is asking this question to me, I'm not offending you, but just asking a question. Why we have to have a luxurious life? Why to get a big fridge? Get a small one. Why go out in restaurants and eat? Why go to theaters? Why go to malls? Why go to pubs and bars? Why have a big house? People can stay in 1 BHK also. If we are so very interested to do Manav Seva, why don't we cut down our sense gratification? Yes, we want to do sense gratification, and when it comes to building a temple, we think twice. Temples are the hub. Temples are the cultural setup in India. If no temples, no entire world will become demoniac. Please understand. If today some people are existing who are pious, if today some people are there who can feel for others' pain, it means because of the temples which are existing. When people are distressed, they need a place, and temple is that place, that hub. And what are we talking about? Krishna is the one who is giving us everything. Why we can't give him a luxurious place? We can't give him a nice place. See, Krishna doesn't need a place. He's there everywhere. But then we should offer a place to him. That is very, very important. And what Manav Seva are we talking about? How many poor people are there in India, and government is sanctioning so much of money for them. They're constructing houses for them. These poor people who are staying under the bridge, they're given the house in some place. They go to that place, give the place for rent. Again, they come and stay back under the bridge. That is their unfortunate karma that they're going through. Yes. If we really want to help them, we need to have big temples, and we have to distribute a lot of prasad to all of them. And okay, on a very low, this one also, if suppose we don't have big temples, Prabhupada would say this, Krishna does not need big temples. But suppose I sit under a tree and give class, will you come to attend my class? Prabhupada will ask this question. We need a big temple so that people get attracted at least to Krishna. Krishna should be decorated very nicely with lots and lots of costly paraphernalia. So when we go to temple, we'll get attracted to Krishna. Yes. But then if we don't have temples, if we don't have a place which is a spiritual hub, where lots and lots of spiritual activities are happening, and as soon as we enter that place, we feel that spiritual vibration. If we don't have all this, trust me, there'll be lots and lots of problems that people will go through. And at least now in this lockdown, we have seen temples were actually those hubs, which people took shelter of, be it online or offline. Yes, people took that, right? So simple question. Whenever building temple comes, why there is a question? 3 crores, 10 crores, 100 crores is also nothing. There are stupid movies made for 100, 200, 300 crores. Yes. If we stop making stupid movies and give all that money for poor people, then we can say, that's very nice. Now our small temple, built for 10 crores, 20 crores, or whatever, it is nothing in front of that. But you know what? We don't have that thought process because media does not allow us to think in those lines. These movies which are made, they're always in these lines that, oh, don't waste money in the temple, feed poor. Are you stupid people? Stop making movies and give all the money to people around here. At least that can be done. Close all the bars and pubs. Now, so much of money is wasted there. People drink and spoil their liver, go to doctor, for the treatment. What same money you give to poor? Close all the restaurants, cook at home simple food and eat. Why spend 1,000 rupees there, 5,000 rupees there? Give 5,000 rupees same, give it to people, poor people. Birthdays, anniversaries, feed poor. Why give party to people? Why spend the money on marriage? Every marriage crores of rupees are spent. Why? The husband, they can get married even in the temple also, right? With few people. No, big marriage, big reception, and this and that. And why? This is what is the question that we have to ask. You know what? We don't want to cut down our sense gratification, but we want to point towards the good things those are happening. And then we also quote this: Manav seva, Madhav seva se badkar hai. I've heard this many times. But this statement, obviously, it's not mistake of any of you. I know all of you are genuine. It's the mistake of people who are propagating it very, very badly. It's the mistake where it is put on the big screen and small screen, all these nonsensical things. But when we go deep in spirituality, we'll understand that without temples, without the deity of Lord Krishna in the temples, our lives are havoc. In India, previously, temples were the hub, and life would just surround the temples. That's it. And that's how people were so satisfied and peaceful. Now, the demonic people, especially the Britishers who came, the Mughals who came, who did so much of havoc, and now all glories to the media industry, all of them are doing so much of havoc, that now people are losing faith that temples are needed also. And even this lockdown, it was so shocking. Oh, the circular which came, it says that bars can be open, pubs can be open, temples should remain closed. I was like, oh Krishna, what world we are living in? What world we are living in? So, anyways, I can speak. I've given long classes on these, but then I could speak only this much. I hope this answers your question. So let's not have this question that do we need a temple or not? We do need temples. If you want to cut down, let's cut down our sense gratification and distribute that money for poor people if you're so interested to help poor people. And then close all the movie theaters and close all the restaurants. Tell those directors and producers, stop producing movies. Let's give all that money to poor people. Then you see how glorious India will be and how nicely it will progress. Stop all IPL matches, all those matches which are there. Stop all that and give all that money to poor people. Look, then you will see how India will grow nicely. Small temples here and there, few crores, hardly it matters. Okay, now let's do mantra meditation now. I took this question, triggered my inner blood. Anyways, okay. So the ones who are giving donations, so ATG receipts you can avail. You can send the details and to the number that is mentioned in all the messages. The numbers are given. Please do that. Needful. A form will be given to you later. You can fill that form, and then from our side we will send you the ATG receipt. Okay, so let's do mantra meditation. I request all of you all that please come to a meditative posture. Relax yourself. Close your eyes. So after many, many lifetimes of doing devotional service, now we have got the opportunity to intensify our devotional service. This life, no more taking chance. This life is for Krishna, for attaining Krishna. Nothing else apart from this. The only goal that we have now is we have to purify ourselves and go back home, back to God, and break the cycle of birth and death. There is nothing apart from this that we have in our life now. So let's not take any chance this life. Let's pray to Krishna now. That, oh Krishna, You have given me the opportunity, and I'm utilizing your opportunity. I'm able to practice bhakti now. But oh Krishna, please help me that I don't repeat the same mistake that I did in my past lives. This life, I want to practice bhakti intensely. Doesn't matter what people talk about me. Doesn't matter what conceptions people have about me. I just want to keep practicing. Please give me that strength. Oh Krishna, it's not easy to practice bhakti without your devotee association. Please always keep me in your devotee association so that I always be in their association and keep practicing bhakti with enthusiasm. Please help me, O Krishna. Please help me. Please give me strength to practice bhakti till my last breath. And if you so desire, please take me back home, back to Godhead this very lifetime. With this mood, with this intense prayer, I request all of you all that let us start chanting. Please repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Let us all chant 3 times with focus. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I request all of you all for next 10 minutes, please don't think anything else. This is a golden opportunity that we're getting. Golden opportunity. We might not get it again. Let's take maximum benefit. Full focus, no planning. Let the mind be completely on the mantra, on the Maha Mantra. Let us all start. Here we go.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
All of you keep your eyes closed. Gently stop chanting. Let us all chant Mahamantra 3 times together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One more time, all of us together with full focus. Let's pay attention to each and every word of the Maha Mantra and beg and pray to Krishna for his mercy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So gently, all of you can open your eyes. Thank you all very much for being there for today's session. So next session will be the last session from my side in Gita course, and a very, very important session. Krishna will never cheat you. And then on 11th of July, we'll have a ceremony, and we'll have a special guest who will be speaking. And we'll have felicitation of all the ones who are going to take oath. And obviously, certificates will be distributed to respective devotees. So all the mantra meditation students, you can talk to your mentors if you are interested to take some oath. So there are basically 2 oaths that we're going to take. One oath is, I will continue chanting 1 round. This is the one oath that we take. And another oath is chanting 4 rounds. For 4 rounds, I think that will be difficult because you have to write a test for it. And it's an open book test. And I guess many of you already submitted, all the Gita course participants. Many of you have already submitted. If not, then time is already less. So last day for submission of papers is 29th of June. 29th of June is the last day for submitting all the papers, test papers. So please write and submit it to your respective mentors. So they will correct, and if needed, I'll take all those papers and go through it once. So thank you all very much. So let's meet coming Thursday for Q&A session. And after that, from Sunday, we'll again meet for another topic, and we'll have a celebration on 11th of July. And after that starts your Bhakti Vriksha sessions, closed book sessions. From, 4th July is the ceremony, and 10th of July onwards starts the closed group sessions. Again, I'm telling you, if you don't have a mentor, please ping respective group admins, whichever group you're in, either a mantra meditation group or the Gita course group, and get one mentor assigned to yourself, and rest of the mentors will communicate to you. Thank you very much. So I'm here for another 10 minutes. If you want to post some realizations, please post, and we'll end for today. Hare Krishna. You can post how many rounds you're chanting, and did you submit the paper? So this is what I want to know. And what are the good things that you're doing? And are you going to fast tomorrow? Others can please leave. All the ones who are not posting, please, you can leave. Hare Krishna. So here, chanting 12 rounds, Jai. Very happy with Prithvi Mataji. I'm out of station. Books are not with me. Online books are available. Please contact your mentors. A lot of online sites are there for books. Harini Mataji submitted the papers, chanting 4 rounds to 5 rounds. Jai Jai. Very nice. Where can I get the test papers? Please talk to your mentor. They'll send you. N. Mohan. I've submitted paper for 4 rounds. I'm chanting 8 rounds daily. Jai Jai. Very nice. Diti Iyer chanting 6 rounds, and I've submitted my answer sheet. Very nice. What kind of test, Prabhuji, for 4 rounds? Please talk to your mentor. They will tell you. So basically, there are 3 books to be read. One book, basically, a small book, Beyond Birth and Death, and first chapter of Science of Self-Realization, and first chapter and Introduction of Bhagavad Gita. And there'll be open book test. Questions will be there. You can search the answer and just write. So check with your mentor. I'm daily chanting 12 to 16 rounds, Jai, and taking all Ekadashis. Very nice, Vinodini Mataji. Chanting 8 rounds, I'll submit the paper in 2 days. I'll fast tomorrow. Who is this? Namalakshmi. Hariti Mataji is saying 4 rounds, listening to Shloka Day videos, learning Gita Shlokas, not submitted the paper. Okay, nice. Please submit the paper. I'm doing 8 rounds and we'll do Ekadashi. Papers I'm about to finish. Priyanka Mataji, very nice. Savitri Mataji has submitted the paper. Chanting 4 rounds. Jai. Manju, I'm chanting 3 rounds on an average. These courses have helped me. Please chant 4 rounds. I'll be very happy if you can chant 4 rounds every day without fail. You'll see that all the negativity of life will be removed. So Mridula Mataji, 16 rounds, submitted the paper. Very nice. Every day, 1 time chanting. Suresh Pro, 4 rounds. Oh, okay. If you're a mantra meditation student, then no problem. But if you're a Gita course student, at least 4 rounds you have to chant. Chanting 16 rounds. Santosh Pro, very nice. Priya Mataji will do Ekadashi. Samyukta Mataji, 8 rounds, chanting, preparing for exam. Not sure if I can fast tomorrow. No problem. If you have some problem, you can eat some Ekadashi prasad and you can fast. We'll do Nirjal. Barnali Mataji, Jai. We'll submit test paper soon, chanting 5 rounds. Yes, yes, very nice. Listening to Shloka Day videos, chanting 4 rounds. Thank you. Please pray for me. Sukshma Lata, chanting 3 rounds per day, had severe anxiety and depression, got relieved. Very nice. Very happy. If possible, please chant 4 rounds. It will be very nice. Rajat Pro is saying chanting 4 rounds, yet to submit the paper, requesting Shik, what is this? Sir, can arrange program Sunday instead of Saturday because, okay, Bhakti Vriksha program. I have office on Saturday up to 6:30 p.m. You can discuss with your mentor. Rajat Pro, discuss with your mentor. I have joined in the group very late. I don't know anything about paper or test. Please talk to your mentor or talk to the group admin. They will give you all information. All sessions are very helpful, especially this one. I had heard this before too, but got more realization. My pleasure. Oh, both of you have submitted the paper and ready to take the oath. Already taken the oath also. Okay, nice. Very nice. Prabhuji, at least once a week we want to attend your class. Please add me to one of your groups. Vinodi Mataji, you can join our group. You can, there'll be a link that will be posted. Sriram, you can post the link. You can join the group. Immense desire to have Nirjala Ekadashi tomorrow. Yes, I surely pray that Lord will surely bless. So thank you very much for all your wonderful comments. Very happy, to read all of that. Okay, so all the best for tomorrow. Wish you all a very happy Nirjala Ekadashi. And please pray for me if you're getting benefited from these sessions. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare.